Hi guys, I'm Sundus Mukakir and you're watching me on Filmy Mantra.
Like I said, audience is evolving, the industry is evolving. But
Yeah.
one thing that is constant is people still call this as a male-dominated industry.
Tell me any famous female choreographer we have in the industry. But why aren't they famous? And that's like a small example to give you and to prove that yes, it's still a little bit male-dominated industry.
You don't have that feeling of being a mother or something like that.
Not now. I would want, but like the moment I imagine, I cannot imagine. Also, financially, can you see the inflation in the economy and in India? Imagine in like 10 years, 5 years, these kids, their clothes. But I got like a message just like yesterday, and it's like, which casting couch did you do to get your recent song? And excuse me, my hard work, my face, my hard work, my dancing skills, my communication skills that gets me to those doors.
Right now, are you guys in that?
Yeah, we are in touch. We don't meet often because he has his work. I have my own journey and work to focus on. But whenever we meet, it's like a full life update. And whenever I need something or like an advice and I feel like he's the right person to go to, I call him and he always picks up.
It is always fun to watch this personality on screen, be it a reality show or any project. It is always fun, Sondos. This is Anusha Pujari welcoming you to Filmy Mantra.
Hi Anusha, thank you so much for
How have
having
you
me.
been?
I've been good, trying to like be everywhere, work on different things, acting, content creation, my own self, personality, grooming. Yeah, so it's more working on the artist Sundus and more focusing on the craft and the long-term vision than the short one.
And like I said in the intro, Indian audience always wants more. Like
Yeah.
they want masala all the time. How do you cope up with that?
Yeah, so actually something that I hate because whenever I'm just being genuine and I'm just being me and not giving any masala, then you feel that the reach or the being relevant, you're not being relevant up there for the market or like for the audience. And once you are creating masala controversies, then the hype is there. But I feel that have been so much of it happening last year, but lately I feel that the audience is changing, especially with what OTT is offering us as a content, and the audience doesn't want to really cope up with any more drama or like just controversies. They want to really see um, the artist in you, and they want to really like love you for the craft and for how you can entertain them. So I feel that slowly that shift is happening, and it's really more motivating than the previous one when you are like just looking how to be relevant depending of the parameter of the Indian audience that have been before just drama.
True, the Indian audience is genuinely evolving, like you
Yeah.
said. I want to know, do you check your DMs
Do I check? Yeah,
on
I check
Instagram?
every DM.
What
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of DMs you get?
Some DMs are just like, oh my god, why this person is even existing on earth? Like some DMs are really like mean, hurtful. They go on your character, on your body, on your work also. Sometimes some people are like, why don't you do this surgery? Why don't you do this? And some are really sweet, like some are like, we really love this. We just love if you can give us this. So it feels like the audience doesn't fully love you 100%, but they see that
The potential in
yeah,
you,
that potential, and they're like, we really want to see this from you, and that feel like someone is trusting you to be able to entertain them the way they want. And I love that kind of exchange with the audience is more like of efficient one, because then I get like a real feedback that like allows me to work on those pointers.
I thought you must be getting love messages or
Yeah, like you're the love of my life, this I would like kill. So I do also receive those love messages. I love you, I'll do anything for you, whatever. But just I laugh at them and I find these people cute, kids
right.
that are just fantasizing over, like a new beautiful artist, and I feel like that's cute. It's like,
And it's also hard to trust people nowadays. Have you ever regretted trusting someone, or if someone has done something like that?
Actually, I never blamed the person. I've never like also like regrets like me trusting that person, because I feel like I should always trust. I should always like go with a good niyat. I should always like see positive in things, because if I regret, then I will always start restraining myself. No, no, I should not trust that person. And sometimes we just, because of trust issues, we just like give up on really good opportunities or maybe good friendships, good relationships. So what I do is just I value the situation, be it like a boyfriend, friend, colleague, or whatever. And I'm seeing what can I give that person, what that person can give me besides like relationship interest where you're just being
Right.
opportunistic. But I want that person to give me a good energy to add value to my life. So if that is not there, then I choose to not engage myself in that relationship. So and I feel like whatever relationship, it really needs trust, and without trust you cannot, you know, go ahead. So even with like my team, or like with people I work with or friends, whenever I have like a problem in that relationship, I make them sit and then be like, hey, I expected this and I'm getting this, so what can we do to go ahead in the relationship? And later on I see how is the person reacting. Are they like validating those points or working on them, and me also, am I also working on the points that they want me to work on? And if it's working, then good. But I never go back, I'm like, oh my god, I trusted that person. No, you should always trust, and you should always like have hope in life and in relationships.
But sometimes people also take that advantage if
But
you're
it's fine,
trusting.
you know. I believe so much in my karma, and I believe so much in God, that sometimes I really wish people do me bad, because whenever anyone has done me wrong or bad, it has always turned out to me getting a better opportunity or growing in my career or professionally or even as a human being. So it's never like, you know, he fooled me. No, you did not. You know, I should have trusted you, and even if you come back in my life, I will trust you, because trust is very important.
Yes, the circle is
Yeah,
real.
but also
Well,
don't be like full and then trust everyone and say yes, yes, and be a people pleaser. You should also like evaluate the situation, depend on your previous experiences, your previous relationships, use your mind, and also take decisions.
right.
Yeah.
Tell me, how good is your Hindi?
Oh my god. My Hindi is good, I would say. मतलब हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ, फ्लो नहीं आ रहा है, बट अगर आपको चाहिए कि हम सिर्फ हिंदी में बात करेंगे तो मैं कर सकती
Do
हूँ.
you like take lessons or something like that
I
for
do
Hindi?
take lessons, but right now I'm working on a movie project where they really need the accents. So I've dropped the classes because I was working on the diction and the Hindi. So I dropped it so that more of that character can come on screen. But yeah, I still like take classes.
I want you to say one Bollywood dialogue in Hindi.
Oh my
Any
god.
of your favorite Bollywood dialogue.
Oh, I love the dialogue of Kareena Kapoor. कौन है जिसने मुझे पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा?
कौन है ये
कौन
जिसने
है ये जिसने
दोबारा मुझे पीछे मुड़कर नहीं देखा?
कौन है ये जिसने दोबारा मुझे
पीछे मुड़कर नहीं देखा?
Oh my god, it's a long one. Okay.
हाँ.
कौन है ये जिसने मुझे दोबारा पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा?
Who is he?
Yeah. Who is he?
This is such
That
an
are like,
iconic.
minus
Yeah.
5. I like it. Yeah.
This is so nice. We have so many iconic dialogues as well in Bollywood.
She's
People don't
iconic.
forget it, right? And Kareena
Yeah.
Kapoor to has a lot now.
Yeah. Like her dialogues are like so good, especially like of Poop.
And yes, tell me, what are the things you're occupied right now with your music video? Please talk
Yeah.
about that.
So Katal have really been a good opportunity to be part of, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity and being associated with Guru, especially that he's kind of coming back with like a new version of himself, and he's like full on with his craft. And I really didn't expect the song to do this well, but I'm seeing the reels and it's already crossing like 150K reels, and it's like all over and people are loving it, loving the hook step. Yeah, I think I've been lucky to be part of this project.
Yes, and people are loving it already. The comments
Yeah.
are filled with, positive responses.
Yeah.
Yes, tell me, do you actually go back and watch your reality shows episodes, Splitsvilla?
No.
No.
I never, if someone is watching and they want me like to sit, I feel like very conscious. I'll tell you why. So I feel like when I watch myself, I would see those ticks that I'm doing that maybe are not looking good on camera, or I will see side of my personality that maybe is not coming good. So I don't want to change these things based on how am I looking on camera, you know. So I don't like watching myself. I want to really stay true to who I am, no matter how you perceive me on camera, and maybe work on myself according to what I think is needed to be worked on. So
Right.
I don't like watching myself.
But you're not the only one. There are many others as
Yeah.
well who says like we never watch ourselves on TV,
Yeah, else you will
reality
be
shows.
so conscious, you know. You will be like, oh my god, why did you say that? Why did you speak up? No, so like whatever you say, whatever you do, let it be, move forward and keep doing that.
Tell me, Splitsvilla is done. Everything is done. Why not Big Boss yet?
I don't know if like last year I've met them, but then I felt like I really want to focus on my craft and acting. And what happened is that it's been just 3 years that I am in India, and I had like really good fan following, but I felt like it was a growth that have been like that has peaked very quickly, and I kind of like started depending on that love and that support and just my numbers increasing on social media. And whenever I take too much time to work or like on a script or like on an audition, I feel so demotivated because I'm like, oh my god, it's taking me so much time and I don't see the results. While actually acting is like really like planting like a olive oil tree, and you will see those olives later after like 2 years, you know. So I wanted to step aside from reality show and work on the real crafts that will take you a lot of time to work on, but the result will be like a long term one. Because if someone loves me for my performance in a movie, they will always remember me for years.
Right.
But reality shows, it's happening every 6 months, there is a new season. So every year, like there is a new Sundus. So people will not remember me unless there is like an iconic dialogue, but they will remember the dialogue, not the personality.
True.
So I'm a little bit taking a break from that and working more on.
But have the makers
acting.
approached you for the show
Yeah, they did last year.
last year?
Yeah.
But if you will ever in life will participate, what do you think?
I'll kill
Like,
it.
what kind of a personality would you be in that show?
I think I'll be very outspoken. You will never see me sitting, taking a step back and being shy and not speaking. I'll always speak up. I'll say whatever is in my mind, be it wrong, be it right. I'll say it. I'll always fight for myself. I'll always like fight for my own people and friends. And I'm very, very competitive.
Yes, I also feel you will never ever listen to someone who's
Yeah.
speaking against
Yeah,
you.
it's like, move, move
Side
aside, let me talk. Yeah.
Yes. And tell me, what is the most baseless rumor you've heard about yourself?
Baseless rumor. I don't think there have been so many rumors. Yeah, like very like stupid. But I got like a message just like yesterday, and it's like, which casting couch did you do to get your recent song? And I'm like, listen, first of all, it's not a Dharma movie. It's
Exactly.
not like, you know, I'm all over the world. It's a music video where I'm sharing the screen with another lead. And excuse me, my hard work, you know, my face, my hard work, my dancing skills, my communication skills that gets me to those doors for people to trust me and approach me for such opportunities. So I just feel sad that some people still think that you need to go through certain routes to be able to reach there. We can also reach there by hard work.
People cannot digest it sometimes.
Yeah.
Ki, who is this person suddenly
Yeah.
coming and how are they getting the chance?
Yeah. And I just feel like I wish like there was a camera following me
All the time.
24 hours for the people to see the hustle. Of course, I'm not gonna like shoot myself sitting on the couch crying because I got rejected like for the 10th audition I'm applying for, or like I'm not getting enough like brandies or approach for opportunities, or like me being sad over something. I'm not gonna shoot that. I just like shoot my work because you guys follow me for my craft. I also want you to follow me for my craft.
True.
So yeah, sometimes they just see the glamorous side and suddenly you are there but they have not seen like
The
the
journey, the
roots,
hard
the
work.
hard work and the journey you've been through.
Yes. Tell me, how is Sondus off camera?
Oh my
How are
god.
you like with your friends? When are you chilling? How are you like?
So I would say I'm okay. I'm not like praising myself, but I'm really good by heart. And if I love my friends and my team, I do really love them. But my expectations are very high because I feel like I already work so hard to reach few places. So if you are on board with me in that journey, you should work hard. You should work like for me as if you are working for yourself. You should believe in you because I do believe in you and I do trust you. I do have temper issues and I'm very impatient, but those temper issues only come from my high expectation if you're not able to deliver what I'm expecting from you. Else, I'm very supportive. I love girls thing, and even
True.
girls boys thing.
True.
I love all my friends. I push them very hard. Sometimes it comes across as like insensitive because I'm expecting them to reach somewhere. Maybe they're not that ambitious. Maybe they don't want to like work that hard. But yeah, I am like that cheerleader. Yeah, that's
Yes, I also
every
feel like
person
when you
would
are
want.
giving a lot to someone, you should also get that in return.
I don't expect that.
Hmm.
Like I will expect that from my partner, but sometimes I really don't. Or like I'll expect that from my team because they are getting paid for that, or like they're being hired and I'm trusting them with my brand image and my work. But with friends, I really don't expect them to love me as much as I love them or to do things for me. I would feel bad, but I would never go and be like, hey, I really thought you would do this. No, I'm just like, love me as per your image of loving. I will love you the way I think love is, and I want you to love me the way you think love is. And if I feel like I'm not being happy in that relationship with you, I will sneak out of that without creating drama.
Right. So it's a selfless kind of love.
Yeah.
You do care about people, I feel.
Yeah, I do care. Like, I genuinely do care about people, but once I'm done, I'm like done. Like,
Don't look at me then.
bye. Yeah. Over.
Yes, and tell me what kind of projects you are looking for right now? Any sort of dream project?
Yeah, so currently I'm working on a movie and I'm really loving the script and the
Hmm.
audience gonna really love me. I hope so. I'm looking for more acting gigs where there is like a deep storyline that is more relatable to the Indian audience. And somehow I'm really enjoying being a performer lately. I've not trained, I've not been like a proper dancer, but for the past 1 year I've been a little bit working on my dancing skills, and now I really enjoy performing in front of a camera. So I really would want a good performance music video.
But audience have also become very predictable right now because people are not actually understanding ki what kind of content they want. They are re-releasing the purana pictures away.
Yeah, so that's where an artist should be smart, and instead of working on what the audience is expecting you to perform, you should perform for yourself first. Like, even when we are in front of the camera and I'm doing a scene, I'm not saying that, oh my god, I should do it like this so people like me. I'm like, Sundus, what do you think you would like yourself to do in this scene? So I perform for myself as a first audience, first self fan, and then later on I'll give it to them. Later, if the audience is like, we expect you to do these kind of projects, I'll do that, but majorly I'll do what I believe goes with my personality.
Right.
Because if you keep delivering according to the validation of the audience, then sometimes if there is no validation and there is no good feedback and no boom PR about your project, then you're gonna feel so sad, and you will not even feel good as an artist because you have not done justice to your craft. You should first love your art and believe in it, then give it to people to believe in it.
There must be a hollow feeling.
Yeah,
right,
so always perform for yourself first.
Tell me, in between all this chaos, is there actually a personal life?
I try to fit in a personal life, but I think it's very hard for me. Like, even when I am with friends, even with I am like on a holiday, my mind is always on like thinking about work. I'm always even like regretting, why did I take these 2 days off? Why did I travel? So my mind is always like thinking about work, and I made peace with the fact that the things that makes me the most happiest on earth is my work. And it's fine it's fine to just get more of that and be happier. And I feel like whatever partner I'm gonna be with, he needs to be like my first cheerleader, and he needs to be my first fan and support me for my work.
But what kind of a partner you want? Like what kind of traits you want in him?
I don't know. I don't have like an exact idea, but of course, someone that believes in me, of course, someone that let me be, someone that like hype me, the first person that will be like, yeah, do it, you're looking good, this, and someone that's it just there for me, and just supports me. Yeah.
Right.
I
Have
don't want to
you?
rely on anyone.
Yeah. Like have you ever been with a red flag?
Yeah, with so many, and they taught me what is a green flag looks like.
That's like the biggest lesson you could have learned
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
time.
but I feel like it's fine. You should go through such experiences so that you can also discover yourself as that lover, as that like, what do you love in a relationship, what do you look for in a partner. You need to go through those experiences to see what you don't like, to be able to know what you like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me about a day where you felt the most happiest, where you felt like you've achieved something.
I think recently when I just signed this year movie, they called me and they're like, "You have been logged," and that was on 15th Feb, my birthday. So I felt like, oh my god, finally a year that looks good. So I have full faith in 2025.
Yes. And
Yeah.
it's also a good year for a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
Yes, and tell me like about a day when you're not feeling that happy or motivated. What is the kind of therapy you have for yourself to heal
Hmm.
from that?
So this is something that I've been doing whenever I do like a good project. So people send me these blocks of messages that are more related to my journey, where I inspire them to go behind their dreams and believe in themselves. So I always screenshot these messages, paragraphs, and I keep them in a folder in my phone album. And it's like, in case you're feeling bad. And whenever I feel bad, I see those messages and I see like, Sundus, you've like inspired so many people. You need to continue, at least if not for yourself, for these people that believe in you.
This is so sweet
Yeah.
from their side as well,
Yeah, or
right?
else I just sleep. I just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sleep for like 10 hours and I wake up. Yeah, it is just like a way of saying that I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah. Tell me, how's your bond with Shiv Thakre right now? Are you guys in touch?
Yeah, we are in touch. We don't meet often because he has his work. I have my own journey and work to focus on. But whenever we meet, it's like a full life update. And whenever I need something or like an advice and I feel like he's the right person to go to, I call him and he always picks up. Yeah.
Yes, and tell me, like I said, audience is evolving, the industry is evolving, but
Yeah.
one thing that is constant is people still call this as a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
Do you also feel like that?
I do feel that. I feel that to it's funny, like sometimes even if there is like a carpenter at home and like my male friend is at home and I will tell the guy, भैया ये करवा दो यार, ये ठीक नहीं है, he will look to my friend and reply like, hey, ये मेरा घर है, मैं आपको पैसे दूंगी, तुम मेरी बात सुनो और मेरे साथ बात करो. And even when you are on set, like, fun thing, but tell me any famous female choreographer we have in the industry. We have so many famous, talented males that are getting that praise. But females, I don't see besides the Shazia and Piyush. Shazia is a good a good name to take. But beside her, tell me any good female choreographer. I know so many good assistant choreographer, and they are really talented, and I feel that they can really make any choreography and any hook go viral, and they have that arts and that creativity in them, but why aren't they famous? And that's like a small example to give you and to prove that yes, it's still a little bit dominating, male dominating industry.
That's true. And there's also this thing more aging males are being casted as main leads in romantic films, and the
Yeah.
opposite heroine is of not that age. You know?
That I don't have any problem with, because I feel that love doesn't have any boundaries, be it skin, be it a religion, be it like skin age gap. I mean, it's fine, like until she's like adult and he is, it's fine.
Hmm.
that like also portray other people in real life who have like 10 years, 15 years age gap, and still they love themselves and it's a
Right.
healthy relationship. There are these kind of people. Like
Hmm.
if you look at Nick Jonas and like
Priyanka.
Priyanka, they're happily married, I believe so, and there is like a age gap, but still. So why can't we create movies that also represent that kind of love relationship?
True. But sometimes do you ever feel like void inside ever?
What void? Yeah,
Huh.
I do feel, because I feel that especially when I am acting, or like after like a really long day shoot, because when you're performing, you're giving everything. You're giving your
Energy.
pasina, energy. You're giving your creativity, your mind. You're trying to bring the best out of you, and I give like everything to that camera, to that project, and at the end of the day you just feel like so empty. And this is when I feel like artists should go back to nature, should go back to family, good friends, to resource themselves with something so that they are filled up and again they can give.
Right. And I also want to know your opinion. Like, why do आजकल के relationships don't exist much? Like, don't go आगे, टूट जाते हैं.
Because I feel like we have so many options, and we are in an era where uh, not everyone is really patient, and not everyone have the energy to work on the relationship and believe that it can work only if they put in the hard work. And the easy way and the route is just to pick the person that will go with our personality, instead of working on your own self and also adjusting and asking the other person if they want to work on themselves, so you guys can come midway and meet and work on that relationship. I think it's more of a willpower, and we are just being lately more selfish about finding the person that will like fit in our puzzle,
Hmm.
instead of also us adjusting our puzzle to the other piece person to fit in.
Tell me, what does success mean to you?
Success means the person being able to achieve what makes them happy. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, like, and it depends from a person to another. Does your work make you happy, getting that job? Your family make you happy, your kids make you happy, buying that house or that vineyard and staying there make you happy, building that small 2 bhk room makes you happy, shifting alone makes you happy. So I feel like that's success, when you are as a person able to achieve or reach the goal that you have established for yourself. And that can also like change, you know. It's not like you have like one goal that will like stay for like 20 years. I feel like every week or even every month you can set new goals and baby steps, and every time you should allow yourself to feel successful because you have like checklist these pointers.
Hmm. How do you see yourself after marriage, kids? How do you see?
I don't see myself with kids and
No, you
married.
don't see?
Not now. I would want, but like the moment I imagine, I cannot imagine. I have like so much like anxiety thinking about it, because it's so much responsibility.
Yeah.
Like not even financially, like also financially, can you see the inflation in the economy?
I
And
know.
even like in India, everything is just so expensive. So imagine in like 10 years, 5 years, these kids, their clothes, whatever they need,
Education.
school education, you know, hobbies, extra activities, all of that. You really need to be yourself well established to be able to provide them what they need according to what the new like era like established as standards of happiness,
Mm.
you know. And also educating them, you know, there is a lot happening, there are a lot of human right changing, a lot of human right not being like like accepted and not fully yeah. Also I feel like we're in a world where human rights are not even human rights. So where do you want to raise your kids, in which environment, in which world? And I don't feel ready to do that to new souls, like put a soul in a body and tell them, hey, you've been raised in this environment, I'm so sorry, I wish you've been you know, born before. So I feel not ready yet, because me myself, I'm still trying to be like a whole personality. I'm still working on myself, discovering myself, working on myself. And I think the moment I'll be fully ready, then I'll be able to share that with
Right.
another human being.
But you don't have that feeling of being a mother or something
No,
like that.
not lately.
Hmm.
Yeah, like no. I feel like I'm still a baby. I need like a mother right
I
now.
know, right? People nowadays,
Right.
but genuinely, I'm feeling everyone is a kid.
So yeah, I feel like not really full yet, and as a human being and as like a soul to be able to have other souls to take care of. It
Mhm.
might happen soon, but that's not of my nearest future plan.
Yes, but it's also a choice, and I feel
Yeah.
your partner will also respect that.
Yeah, and also I feel like when you are ready to be a mother, you just get that instant inside you, and you suddenly love babies and you suddenly want to have them.
Mhm.
But it's not
Okay.
happening.
Yes, we have one segment for you called the last. Okay, I'll give
Oh
you
my God.
questions and
Okay,
you
okay.
tell me what was the last thing you did. Okay,
Okay, okay.
the last thing you googled.
Oh, I googled the cast of the Boys of Malegaon because I
Okay.
just watched it, and there were a few people there of which I really loved the acting, but I didn't know like their real name, so I had to Google them. And by the way, it's
Yes,
amazing.
we all do that now.
Yeah.
After watching a movie, we
Yeah.
Google the cast. The last song you had on repeat.
Of course, Katal, my recent song. Yeah.
The last person you stalked on Instagram.
Okay. I'll try to be honest.
Hmm.
I'll try. Huh? Oh, there is this girl called Jessie de Oliveira. Jessica.
Okay.
She's a really good content creator.
What type of content you watch? Like,
I try to watch a lot of fashion. I like to watch also relationship advices and mental health related content, and also lately a lot of AI content because I really want to include it in my work environment and how can I use it to make everything like smooth and easier. Also dancing. I follow a lot of performers, dancers, choreographers, and a lot of acting schools, acting, movie related, cinema related accounts.
to enhance your skills and everything,
Yeah.
right? The last time you cried.
Last time I cried. I don't even remember. I think it must be so long.
Long time.
Yeah. Like I am in that phase recently where I'll only cry if I'm really angry, you know. Like now recently I'm just like, bitch, don't be sensitive, don't cry. Just like, you know.
But what are the things that actually make you emotional? Like,
what it's my work. Yeah, my work is the thing that makes me the most emotional. Yeah, if I really want something and it's not getting locked, if I'm really working hard on something but I'm not getting it, that because it's the thing that I love the most in my whole life, it's my work. So if I don't get it, I feel sad. Also, I love my dad a lot, so in case like I feel that my dad is sick or whatever, I'll just like start crying, but not like
nah,
like
a bit
yeah, like very
pretty
like
tears.
Shah Rukh Khan tears, you know, I'll just like quiet them like, bitch, let's go to
Yes.
work.
The last person you DM'd.
I think Saqib, Saqib Ayub, one of the actors of The Boys of Malegaon. He's recently doing a project with me, and from knowing him as a person and how is his personality and seeing him on screen acting, that was like really inspiring and shocking for me because I could see how much work and transformation he had to do to his personality to be able to fit in that character. So I just recorded a video telling him, "Oh my god, you were so good," and I DM'd him that.
The last time you got starstruck.
Star?
Starstruck. You were like,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think watching the Boys of Malegaon, like I felt a little bit like jealous because I like they're good, damn good actors, you know, like I need to be such a good entertainer when it comes to acting on screen as these boys are. Like Gaurav was just like amazing, like a killer performance, like so smooth, so subtle, so, like so convincing, and like I have ADHD, so I get like I lose my focus very quickly. And this is the first movie that I finished after so long. And for him to get my attention and my focus, you need to be like so good. And I think that he was someone that I would want to watch every week.
Right.
Yeah.
And talent is always attractive, I feel like.
Yeah, like I I'm as a person, I'm not attracted to people's beauty, body.
Hmm.
I'm more like attracted to the personality. So the more smart you are, the more entertaining, the more good skills you are, the more I like worship you.
The last question is the last time you went on a vacation.
Oh, I just went to Goa for 1 day.
One day.
I packed up like at 5 and I woke up at 7 and I reached there at 10 a.m. and I just spent the day there and in the morning I came back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that note, give one message to the audience.
Okay, I love you guys, and I'm really glad and very, very, very grateful for your love and your support. And I would like you to like connect with me more on Instagram, on my YouTube channel. I want to get to know you, want to get to know what you love, what you want me to give you as an artist and as an entertainer. And thank you for being there. And I hope you're gonna like my future projects on the big screen.
Yes, and thanks to you as well for joining. It was
Thank
a
you
lovely
also for having me.
conversation. Yes, keep doing more projects. We love to see you on screen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.